If the Associated Press will adopt and use our simplified forms, and thus spread them to the ends of the earth, covering the whole spacious planet with them, as with a garden of flowers, our difficulties are at an end. People say it is the spelling of Chaucer and Spencer and Shakespeare, and a lot of other people who do not know how to spell anyway. Look at the pneumatics and the pneumonias and the rest of them. A jumble of imbecile spellings which were grotesque in the beginning and which grow more and more grotesque with the flight of the years. And so I beg you, I beseech you, I implore you to spell them in our simplified forms. The trouble with him is that he attacked orthography at the wrong end. He meant well, but he attacked the symptoms and not the cause of the disease. He ought to have gone to work on the alphabet. There's not a vowel in it with a definite value, and not a consonant that you can hitch anything to. The heart of our trouble is with our foolish alphabet. It doesn't know how to spell and can't be taught. A real reform would wind up by giving us an alphabet that we wouldn't have to spell with at all, instead of the present silly alphabet, which I fancy was invented by a drunken thief.
I've been giving some thought to this question of his interest in the alphabet, and I think it probably has a lot to do with the actual physical work that he did of setting type. Sam spent a lot of time in print shops, a lot of time composing or compositing pages for newspapers, and he said later in his life that a big part of his education came from reading as he was setting a newspaper, because every word that went into a story he had to set by hand, which meant reaching into the fonts where they kept the individual pieces of type and picking out the little brass characters to set into the trays and compose the lines and put together the stories.
It's a rotten alphabet. I appoint Mr. Carnegie to go after it and leave simplified spelling alone.